the captain this evening. Very warm welcome aboard this British Airways Embraer 190 aircraft operated by BA City Flyer and now departing for London's City Airport. We're just completing our checks. We're on our way in a couple of minutes en route today, approximately 1 hour 5 minutes down to London, and we'll cruise down there at 37,000 feet for most of the journey. It should be quite smooth in the cruise this evening, in which case I will switch the seatbelt signs off for you. I do recommend, however, that while you remain in your seat, you keep your seatbelt securely fastened in the event we do encounter unexpected turbulence en route. Weather in London, well, it's quite overcast down there and becoming misty later on this evening, and light breeze from the east, and temperatures a degree or two cooler than they are here in Glasgow. On the flight deck, my colleague, First Officer Martin Thomas, in the cabin looking after you, Robert is your purser. Robert's assisted by Laura. British Airways regard your safety and security as its top priority, and that's why Robert and Laura are there. They're going to carry out a safety demo. I'm quite sure many of you have seen it all before, but nevertheless I would be most grateful if you'd all pay particular attention to that demo, as the information it contains is vital for everyone's safety on the aeroplane today. Later on in the flight we'll speak to you again, just to give you an update on the arrival time and any change in the weather. In the meantime, do please sit back, relax and enjoy the flight. They're actually not very far north of London City at the moment. Sadly, the weather has deteriorated at London City. It's now very low cloud, which is on our limits, and some aircraft have been landing, some have not, so it's probably very hit and miss. We're going to make an approach very shortly, but there's quite a queue now. We've been sent out towards the South End area. To probably have to circle there for about 10 or 15 minutes before we get allowed to go back into London City itself. We've got stacks of fuel, we can be up here for quite a long time, so that's not an issue, and we'll have to see whether we get into City or not. If we don't, then it's probably going to be a diversion to Gatwick, so I'll try and keep you updated. At the moment, as I say, it's misty there, cloud's very low now, it's come right down in the last 20 minutes or so, I'll keep you updated, but it's a possibility we'll end up in Gatwick. So for the meantime, I'll leave it at that, and I'll get back to talking to air traffic, and once I know what's really happening, I'll come back and let you know. Thank you very much. At the moment, there is a queue going into London City, but the last 4 aircraft have not got in, and causing the congestion now. It looks very much like it's getting worse and worse, so as if I was a betting man, I'd say we won't be going into London City tonight. We've just been speaking to air traffic and to the company, and it looks like we may end up diverting not to Gatwick now, which is now full, but to Stansted. If that is the case, we probably know that in the next 10 or 15 minutes, then we'll get a transport for you on to London City from Stansted, but the situation's a bit fluid at the moment, so as soon as I know what's happening, I'll come back to you. But I personally believe we won't be getting to London City tonight. Chances are we'll be in Stansted, so as soon as I know for sure, I'll come back to you. We can make an approach into London City. There's been a very slight improvement in the weather, so we're going to go and make an approach, but it wouldn't be at all surprised if we actually do an overshoot from that one, and then we'll be heading to Stansted after that. But as I say, if the improvement continues, we might just get lucky, so if you'll cross your fingers, we'll do the rest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. We will shortly be landing. Please return to your seat and make sure all your personal belongings are safely put away in the overhead locker.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
We didn't see a single thing. It's very foggy now. It seems to be coming and going. There's another aircraft behind us that's making an approach, and if, there may well be gaps at the beginning. The one in front of us did get in, so we're talking to air traffic, and we may make one further attempt at landing before we go to Stansted, but it depends on whether one behind us gets in or not. If he doesn't, we'll probably not make the move, we'll probably not bother and go on to Stansted. So if you bear with us, as soon as I know what's definitely happening, I'll let you know. Okay, the other aircraft that made the approach didn't make it into City either. The fog's obviously gone right down. So we should have you on the ground in about 10 or 15 minutes. Once we're on the ground, I should be able to confirm what transport arrangements have been made for you to get you back to London City. So thank you very much for your patience, and I'll talk to you again once we're on the ground in Stansted. Robert, lower that, seats for landing please, seats for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off. When it is safe to do so, please take care when opening the overhead lockers, as items may...
Cabin doors to manual cross-check. Here at London Stansted, just regarding your onward travel. We would like to apologise for the disruption caused this evening and obviously inconvenience caused.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Captain speaking again. I've just been speaking to our handling agents here, which are Swissport, and this is an international stand. There'll be a bus coming to disembark you shortly once we get steps up to the aeroplane. It's not here yet, so there's no point standing up in a minute, and I'll let you know when the bus arrives. Once that'll take you to domestic arrivals, you'll be able to collect your bags there, and then if you go to the Swissport desk, ticket desk, they'll be able to advise you there is onboard transport being arranged for you, and it should probably be here fairly shortly. So by the time that you get off the airplane and collect your bags, it should be ready to pick you up outside the terminal. But the Swissport people will be able to tell you about that. Do apologise, we did try our best to get into City, but it looks like the fog's come down all over Eastern England, which hasn't been forecast, and here we are. So thank you very much for your patience, and I hope you've a successful and safe onward journey. Thank you.